So brings us to the kind of the first practice thing. I will do this and then we'll have a quick break probably. Unit testing. You'll probably have seen unit testing. You should have seen it. We did a little bit already in the lab. So what is unit testing? So unit testing is about the idea of, so there are kind of two ways of looking at unit testing. So one of it is just the idea of actually testing your code in individual bits. So, okay, just a way of running tests. That's a way of looking at unit tests. Okay, I have just these name tests and then run the test and do that. That's not really, I mean, you can do that with the unit testing libraries, but it's not really what unit testing is about. Unit testing is about testing the smallest part of your code in isolation. So that is something that obviously unit testing libraries can do very well. So you'd have these little tests, so that if anything goes wrong in there, you can immediately see. And because you test things in isolation, you also know where the problem is fairly easily, because okay, it's that function that doesn't do what it's expected to do. So yeah, IntelliJ and RStudio, basically any tool worth mentioning has support for this. So Gradle has its also support for this, and it's kind of, and IntelliJ can work with Gradle as well. Not as well as if you don't run it through Gradle, but it works okay, and it can display the things and say, oh, we get everything green or we get some red, etc., as you did in the debugging exercise. So a cool thing with this is that you can also run it automatically. That's one of the reasons why Gradle supports it. So you can basically use continuous integration. Just every time you check it, you just run the test suite. And if there's a problem, you'll get a it's displayed on your GitHub or whatever if you use that, or your continuous integration thing says, okay, it's not working, and then you can do some actions. You can play the hooks or events, etc. So that's kind of what unit testing does.